What prophase was, we just took our notes on that. Next phase of the cell of the mitosis cycle is metaphase. So we had prophase, now we have metaphase. What we're going to do, we're going to draw again an animal cell. We're going to draw it large. That's the cell membrane. We are going to enlarge the nucleus because mitosis is focused on the nucleus. And I'm going to label nucleus this time. Nucleus, we didn't label it last time. We labeled cell membrane. All right, so we have these things called centrioles, and there's usually 2 of them in a cell. They're on each side of the nucleus. They grow something that we call spindle fibers. I'm going to draw 4 of them because that's what I drew in the first stage. There's 4 chromosomes, so we have to draw however many spindle fibers as there are chromosomes. I'm going to label the little stick-like things are called centrioles. These are called spindle fibers that they grow. And they grow however many chromosomes there are. We have 4 chromosomes. And during metaphase, the chromosomes meet in the middle. So M for middle. So we have chromosomes. There's one attached to this spindle fiber, one attached to this one attached to this one, and they're all in a straight line. They've all met in the middle. So I'm going to label those again. I know we're labeling them a lot today. We probably will again tomorrow when we talk about animal cell or plant cell mitosis. And then once you start learning what these things are, we won't have to label them quite so much. But this is just good practice when we take our notes so you remember it for the test. Also, if you bring these notes to class, you're going to be able to use them on your test. All right, the next stage of mitosis is called anaphase. Anaphase for PMAT. So we have anaphase here. We're going to draw the cell, animal cell. It's a round shape. What organelle are we going to enlarge? Well, that's the nucleus. That's what we're focused on, looking at the nucleus. We're going to draw our centrioles. Remember, 1 on each side. And they are going to grow something called spindle fibers. We're going to draw 4 of them because we have 4 chromosomes. If we were talking about a human cell, we'd have 46 chromosomes, and each individual cell has 46 chromosomes. I'd have to draw 46 spindle fibers and then 46 chromosomes. I don't want to draw that many. So just for our example, what we're going to do is we're going to draw 4 of them because it's short and that's easy. All right, during anaphase, an easy way to remember what happens to the chromosomes in anaphase, they move away from each other. So I've got 1 chromosome moving, or half of the chromosome moves to one side of the cell. The other half moves to the other side. See how it was an X over here? It's like half goes one way, half goes the other. All right, so half goes one way, half goes the other. Half goes one way, half goes the other. Half goes one way, half goes the other. And then what happens is these spindle fibers start to disintegrate. Now, if you don't have an erasable pen, or if you've written in like marker or crayon or something, that's fine. You don't have to erase that part, but I just want to show you what's happening. So those spindle fibers are disintegrating. They're used as waste, or they're gotten rid of as waste in the cell because we don't need them anymore. The cells don't need them anymore. The last stage of mitosis is a stage called telophase, and what we're going to remember for telophase is there's 2. During this stage, there's 2 nuclei that have formed. So what I'm going to draw here, I'm going to draw the cell, animal cell, but I'm going to draw it a little bit different because it's about to be 2 animal cells. They're about to split, so I'm going to draw them where they're kind of pinched in the middle, and they're about to separate. And then what's going to happen, I've got 1 nuclei right here, and another nuclei right here. They're still attached. They haven't separated yet, but they're getting ready to separate. In each nuclei, there's going to be 4 chromosomes. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, because these 4 right here all go to one side, and that's 1 nuclei. The other 4 go to the other side, so there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what's going to happen after this stage, the cell is going to split into 2. So we're going to have 2 identical cells, and that would be cytokinesis. The cytoplasm divides. The cell goes back into interphase for it to live 90% of its life. Those are the stages of mitosis very quickly. We'll continue practicing these. Don't stress out if this is a lot of new information today. You'll get used to it. You'll have a lot of practice with this and be experts on the topic in the next couple of days.